Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! Needs a point, and it's alive! Hanson pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
And then there were two. The Warehouse Warkats, a convincing win earlier on today, 10-4 over Ohio Elite. And then the Yukon Miners, as well, a convincing win, 9-1 over the BHM Buckeyes. Live from Loomis Field on the campus of Andrews Osborne Academy, this is the 2026 NABF 18U World Series Championship game on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Should be a fun one as the 3-seed Warehouse Warkats take on the number 4-seeded Yukon Miners. But in a weird way, Yukon is going to be the home team in this game. We did double check. The Warkats did have a better finish. They allowed 4 runs compared to Yukon's 6. Both 2-0. The Warehouse Warkats should be the higher seed / better seed in this game. But in this case, they will not be the home team, as it'll be Jet Dunaway beginning the day on the mound for the Yukon defense. As for the Warehouse Warkats, they will bring up Grant Copeland's, Tyda George, and Will Himes to begin this game. As expected, Grant Copeland's does get the nod on the mound, but we will see him begin his time pitching in the home half of the first inning. Copeland's a good season for Lake Center Christian. Batted .402, and again, we've talked about it as a key statistic. In 107 at-bats, he didn't strike out a single time. He was quite impressive all the way around. And we'll see what the lefty can do here in the leadoff spot in the championship game. Time locally 1:47 p.m. Our third and final game of the day at Andrews Osborne Academy is all but ready to go. Dunaway sets. His pitch fired in at 148 is a ball to get this championship game underway. As mentioned before, we will not have a repeat champion As NMC Karavic won last year in the 16 and 18U divisions, they decided not to compete in this year's NABF World Series. The 1-0 Koblenz pops it up over towards third base in foul territory, as it is going to go out of play off of the Warkats dugouts. 22 wins compared to 14 wins, two very good teams on display, as we have seen both teams score quite a fair few runs. And in pool play, both were pretty impressive. Pretty much an even run from here for both teams. Count 1-1 on Koblenz, as he'll take ball 2. Again, separated by 2 runs allowed. The Warkats allowed 4. Yukon allowed 6. And then from there, you look at the margins of victory. A 6-run win in the first game of the day for the Warkats compared to Yukon's 8-run win in the game just passed. The 2-1 Koblenz takes it the other way into left field for a leadoff single. State championship pedigree. Great leadership in the leadoff spot. It's Grant Koblenz once again getting the job done and getting the ball rolling for the Warkats in the top of the first inning. He just does it so well. Whether it be for Lake Center Christian or for the Warkats, he is just a force to be reckoned with. And that'll set up another really good player out of Stark County in Ty DeGeorge, the center fielder. And DeGeorge stepping in, takes ball 1 to begin his at-bats. This past season for Lake had a solid average at .375 with 18 RBIs and 5 triples, and a total of 27 games played for the Blue Streaks. We talked about him in football, did miss time in the 2025 season. The hope is that he'll have a healthy 2026 campaign beginning in around a month from now. And if he does, I think Lake does have, albeit an outside chance, to win the Federal League, even if it is just a share of it. The 1-0, DeGeorge gets jammed up on the infield. This one is going to get down. Throw to first. It is going to not be in time. He beats it out for an infield single. It's excellent hustle opposed to good hitting. But still, they both get the job done. DeGeorge is on first. Koblenz is on second. And that'll bring up the ever-dangerous power hitter in Will Himes. This is his time to shine. This is this team's time to shine. Stepping in at 5'10", 210. Great chance for the rising senior out of Massillon High School. First pitch in there for strike 1. For the Miners in the home half of the inning, it'll be Bressinger, Markovitz, and Sanford. 1 through 3 due up. But a great offensive start. Back-to-back base hits for the Warkats. What can they do out of the 3 spots? The 0-1 Himes fouls it away. Count now 0-2. After Himes, it turns over to Caleb Shelley, the shortstop, then Brock Bowen. 2-strike count on the first baseman. Infield back to normal depth for the Miners. Now the 0-2. This one will skip away from the catcher, Markovitz. Now 2 runners in scoring position with a 1-2 count on Himes and a prime opportunity to strike first in the 18U championship game. Just an absolutely perfect opportunity for the Warehouse Warkats. They scored their first runs in the second inning earlier on today. And if they can do it in the top of the first inning, I think even more so, they'll be feeling a lot more comfortable than they did in the first game today, despite feeling comfortable for pretty much the second inning forward. Now the 1-2. Himes will hold. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And looking in the 16U division, Warehouse Warkats' Baum is still alive. So a chance that we do see a repeat champion. If, of course, the Warkats win this one. The 2-2, Himes takes it down the first baseline. That'll bring in Koblenz and DeGeorge. It's a 2 RBI single for Will Himes. And it's the Warehouse Warkats striking first in the NABF World Series Championship game. What a swing from the first baseman. Went down 0-2, took 2 pitches, then takes one down the right field line, perfectly driving in his pitcher and his center fielder. It's what the Warkats wanted to begin this game with. Momentum and runs, still with none down. And they've accomplished both. Shelley pops this one up, and it is going to escape. 0-1 the counts. Shelley coming in 5'11", 195 out of Lake Center Christian High School. A .417 average with 43 RBIs, 7 doubles, 4 triples, and a tied most tally of 7 home runs in Stark County, once again matching Lake's catcher and Anderson Alachi. And he is on his way to rewriting some record books at Lake in regard to baseball. The 0-1 taken high. But led Stark in RBIs and pitching. Had a total of 10 wins. I don't think we'll see him later on today in this game, though. Now the 1-1, swing and a miss. I'm sure Grant Koblenz is quite pleased with the run support that he has received so far in this first inning, as he will have plenty of wiggle room before he even steps onto the mound. He doesn't need much to be successful in regard to run support. In most cases, he just needs 1 run and he'll take care of business. Had a 3-0 record this past season for Lake Center Christian. And of course, was a part of that state championship winning team, along with the catcher today, Simlick and Shelley in the batter's box right now. And he will stay there, counting out 2-2. But this Warehouse Warkat roster, a really good cornucopia of Stark County talent. Just shows how good the baseball is in that area. Dunaway's 2-2. Shelley stays alive. And of course, you would be remiss if you didn't mention Luke Heckert for all that he did for that Lake Center Christian team this year. First team All-Ohio, a bunch of other accolades. The works for him. And of course, as you would expect, all well-deserved. Dunaway's 2-2, taken for ball 3. It's a full count on the shortstop with Brock Bowen in the on-deck circle. It's a rocky start so far for the Yukon Miners. As for the Warehouse Warkats, they are in dreamland as things stand. Throw back to first, not in time. Himes able to dive back in. Coming up in the bottom of the first, it'll be Bressinger, Markovitz, and Sanford. Once again, 1-3 for the Yukon Miners. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch, as it'll just miss for ball 4. Single, 2 RBI single, walk. The first 4 at-bats for the Warehouse Warkats have gone exactly to plan. And now time is called, as Dunaway will have a word with his coach and his catcher. Coming up this week on SmeeSports, join us on Wednesday, 6 p.m. and 8:15 p.m. at Lakewood High School, as we will have the 15U and 16U OPL championship games. Should be 2 fun matchups. Then on Thursday, we're still building out our schedule. At a minimum, 8 p.m. first pitch at Thurman Munson Stadium in Canton. It'll be the second game in total, opening game at Munson 1 of the 2026 NABF Collegiate World Series. Before that, I believe we are going to do a pair of 965 Midwest Tournament Challenge games. That way we can round out our coverage with them before we head off to what will be 12 games at the Collegiate NABF World Series. We will have 5 on Friday, 5 on Saturday. As mentioned, we'll have the 1 on Thursday, all leading up to the championship game, which will be at 10 a.m. on Sunday, July 26th. We've been talking about that Collegiate World Series for quite a long time now. It's crazy to think that this time next week, it'll not only be over, but with it, our coverage of summer baseball will be too. But we're going to enjoy it while we have it. First pitch to Bowen, taken for a strike. I'll try to get a score update from those WRCL games happening today, as they do have a pretty big impact on that NABF World Series next week. The 0-1, Bowen underneath it, flies it into right field where it will go out of play foul. Count now 0-2 on the third baseman. But Premier right now tied 2 apiece with the B2 Bulls in the bottom of the third. So that'll be a good result for them if they can get the win. And they need it. 2 strike counts on Bowen. Timing play back to second, not in time. It was definitely close, but not close enough. And as for the Travelers, they are down 2-0 to the Mountaineer Lumber Company in the bottom of the 4th inning in game number 1 out at Revere High School. Still a 2 strike count. Dunaway back to work on Bowen. He'll sail it high. After Brock, it'll go to our player of the game from game number 1 today and Tommy Strain. But you have to think, just based on this start, the Warkats are loving what they're seeing. Pretty much a picture-perfect start for them with still none down. Pause here before the 1-2. Bowen had the right idea, but it goes foul. Tried doing what Will Himes did a few at-bats ago, which is shooting the ball down the right field line. After Strain goes to Muehlman, the Warkats, they want to bat around this inning, and they have the ability to do so. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dunaway back to work as that pitch will miss high. Count now 2-2. What's the pitch count? Good question here as we're going to check Game Changer for it. But that's definitely going to be a higher number than they would have hoped. Count sits at 2-2 on Bowen. Dunaway taking his time. And now the pitch, high and in, full count, 3-2. That was pitch number 24 this inning from Dunaway. So here comes number 25. And we don't even have an out. Full count, 3-2. Can Dunaway get the first out of the inning? They'll go for another timing play. It's close, but not in time. But again, focus on the batter. You need a strike to get the outs. I like trying to get the lead runner here, but that's not the focus. You need outs. Again, we're nearly 25 pitches into the inning without an out. And now the payoff pitch. Bowen, line drive into left center field. He drops it in perfectly. Himes will take the turn. He will get sent home and now pulled right back. Now going back home, and he scores anyway. It's an RBI base knock for Brock Bowen. That'll make it 3-0 Warkats. He hit the hezzy and still managed to score. The big man has some wheels for the Warkats. They'll take it. But I'm sure a lot more stressful than Coach Himes initially thought it would be. Time now called again, and that should about do it for Jet Dunaway on the mound. It'll be 2 runners in scoring position when we return, but a catastrophic start for the Yukon Miners. It is all Warkats to begin. A 3-0 lead, still none down in the top of the first. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The call to the bullpen has been made. It is Alec Martin coming on to throw. What a start. 3-0 is the Warehouse Warkats on top, and we have earned and been told clarification. The Warkats chose to be the away team today. They're the higher seed. The 3 versus 4 is still accurate. They chose this, and so far it's the right choice. Up 3-0. None down, top of the first inning for Tommy Strain. Just incredible what has happened here. The 0-1 Strain swings and misses. And this inning has taken so long that Grant Koblenz is back in the bullpen warming up for the Warkats. And we started at, I think, 1:45. We're nearly 20 minutes into the top of the first inning, and there is no time limit, just to be clear. 2-strike count on the second baseman. Martin looking for the first out, and Strain will stay alive. But this is surprising and shocking as well. This is not at all what you expected from the championship game from the get-go. But the Warehouse Warkats have come into play. You expected that at least. But how many more runs can they tack on? Martin's 0-2 again. Strain fouls it off. We did see a run rule win last year in the 18U championship and the 16U, I believe. I know the 16U we did because we were there at NMC Carevic, just took care of business. Chance we could see it again in the 18U. Once again, the 0-2. Strain takes strike 3 looking. And at long last, the Yukon Miners get their first out of the game. And just to be clear, I think that came after 30 pitches. We'll see when Game Changer updates. I think that was the 30th pitch that got them the first out as Muehlman now steps in. And he'll see strike 1. So clearly Alec Martin has come on and has started to find a sense of stability for this defense. But a lot of work for them to do going forward from here. The 0-1, Muehlman fouls it off. But I still just can't believe they chose to be the away team. It just seems like an odd thing to do because if this game is somehow tied in the 7th and you go to the bottom of the inning, they have a chance to win it there. He just wants that early jump, and again, so far it has been proven to be the right choice, but that could change. Martin's 0-2 is going to skip in. I'll tell you what, if we get to the Collegiate World Series next week, I'd be surprised if somebody tried that. I don't think it's going to happen. You never know. Martin's 1-2 is going to miss off the plates. After Muehlman, it goes to Mail, the left fielder, then Smillick, the catcher. After that, we go back to the top of the order, which is still a possibility in the top of the first. Count sits at 2-2. Good swing from Muehlman. Picked up over at short. Long throw to first. It's going to be wide and not in time. A run still will score. It's an RBI single for Carter Muehlman. Make it 4-0 Warehouse Warkats. They just continue to add on, and they just continue to hit around. 5th hit of the inning, all of which have been singles. It's not like they've been crushing the baseball with extra base hit after extra base hit. They have been going, for the most part, station to station, and it has worked. Now a chance for Caleb Mail to drive in a run. This past season brought in 3 during 10 at-bats for Loomis Field. He'll bunt this one over towards first. No one's covering, but it's a simple tag for out number 2 as he drives in run number 5. Bowen easily scores. He'll move up Muleman to second. It's a productive out, and once again, it's a classic. You'll trade an out for a run. Exactly what Mail and the Warkats do there. And now a chance for Colton Smillick to move along Muleman. And there's still a chance his pitcher comes back up for the second time this inning. But he will begin by swinging and missing. One of 3 state champions this past season in the lineup along with Shelley and the man in the on-deck circle, Grant Koblenz. But a 5-0 lead for the Warkats. A tremendous start. The 0-1 had the right idea, but ropes it foul. Well out of play off towards the soccer field. I will say the amount of times I've seen that sprinkler on that field over the past 2 days, it's incredible. The field's well watered, I'll give them that. Can the Yukon Miners at long last get out of the inning? 2-strike count on the catcher. Martin takes his time and delivers, and he will get the job done. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Second strikeout of the game for Alec Martin as he settles it down just enough for the Yukon Miners, but they have a mountain to climb when we return. The Warkats plate 5 in the top of the first inning, and we now head to the home half of the inning. It's the Warkats in Dreamland, the Miners back to the drawing board. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. What a start for the Warehouse Warkats. It's a 5 spot in the top of the first inning as we head to the home half of the frame. Bressinger, Markovitz, Sanford, 1 through 3 coming up for the 4 seed. As Koblenz's first pitch is fouled away. But once again, this is Nathan Smee on the call for you today as you're watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. So far, so good for the Warkats as they look to get a good, strong defensive frame behind them as well. Offense is great and all, but if your defense struggles, this could easily become a bloodbath. I'd be surprised if it does, but you never know. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Count 1-2 on Bressinger. The now graduate of Seton LaSalle High School heading off to the University of Pittsburgh at Greenberg after the summer. Koblenz is 1-2. Hit right back to Grant Koblenz. And he will say, thank you very much. 1 up, 1 down. I think this is time that we go and make this broadcast story time, brought to you by a Division VI Player of the Year on the mound. He's the pitcher of the year for D6, representing the NEOBCA, first team PBR All-State, 51 innings, 93 strikeouts, a 0.41 ERA, 3-0, 3 saves. Led Stark in ERA, second in strikeouts. He was great. This one bobbled at third, throw to first, still in time. Now Brock Bowen is just toying with the Miners. 2 up, 2 down. Don't know if that was intentional, flicking it up to himself, but going back to story time. It's a guy who dominated every statistical category while he never struck out. That just doesn't happen. Video game numbers for him this season. He was a video game pitcher. And even in talking to the coaching staff of the Warkats, they even said, yeah, this is the guy that everybody wants to see pitch. Because they know how good he is. The 1-0 off the plate for ball 2. And he will lead off the top of the second inning as well. But he is just so impressive, Grant Koblenz. Excited to see what he can do next year for Lake Center Christian. But this at-bat going away from him quickly. 3-0 count on Gabe Sanford. The third baseman had a pretty good game in his first game of the day, the second overall. That time he gets aggressive, fouling it off. And I will say the Yukon Miners will have a chance in this game if they show the same level of aggression and determination that they did against the BHM Buckeyes. If not, forget it. They have to come out with intent, and they have to come out firing on all cylinders to make it happen. From 3-0 to full we go. Grant Koblenz looking for a 1-2-3 inning to begin the day. Can he take care of business and bring out the top of the order once again? Not quite. It's ball 4 inside. Not what he was hoping this inning. The walk does hurt, but this is a strikeout pitcher. He knows how to hang in and battle. As now it turns to Jaden Marcus, the first baseman. Marcus wearing number 2. The now graduate of Norwin High School is heading off to Lackawanna College as this ball is thrown a little bit further away from Himes than he was expecting. But a quick start for the Warcat offense. This is where they want to be. I think they want to be out of this inning, of course, with outfield runner at first base, but still, this is about where they want to be. Koblenz tries it again. Not close. He is a lefty. Keep that in mind. So he has that great step off and sidearm chuck motion mastered to a T. Expect him to keep doing it as that pitch will miss high for ball 1, as I think he may have changed his arm slot. Koblenz struggling a little bit in the bottom of the first inning in this championship game. Again, he'll throw back to first. Close. He saw what Tommy Strain did, and he says, you know what, I can do it better. It might simply be that. He is just trying everything possible. He's just going to keep doing it, isn't he? And it works this time. Who am I to question the D6 pitcher of the year? The inning is over. I mean, you knew he was going to do it, and he still got it done. Grant Koblenz is immense, and he will lead off the top of the second inning. How in the world did he make it happen? When we return, Koblenz leads it off, followed by Tyda George and Will Himes, as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room.
Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
One inning down in the 18U championship game at the 2026 NABF World Series. A lopsided affair thus far, 5-0. It is the Warehouse Warkats on top of the Yukon Miners as you are watching NABF World Series baseball on SmeeSports. First pitch of the inning, lightly sliced by Koblenz. 0-1 the counts. It's Koblenz to George Himes. 1-3 back up for the Warkats as Koblenz puts this ball into right field. He is 2 for 2 to begin the championship game. We have to go back to last inning. His pickoff at first base was, to put it nicely, disgusting. It was a play that you knew was happening. You knew he was going to keep throwing back at the runner. Picked him off in the end, and I think with it, he upset a lot of Yukon fans and a lot of Yukon players. With how upset they were, you'd think Dan Hurley's Yukon was playing. Count 1-0 on to George. He signaled his first time up as well. I'll save you the time. The majority of the lineup singled their first time up. That pitch well inside. Did it hit him? For the third time across 2 games today, Ty DeGeorge has been hit. He has turned into pincushion. 2 on, none down for Will Himes. 6 base hits so far as well for those keeping score for the Warehouse Warkats. As for Yukon, if they had to make another pitching change, they have really nobody left. And you've already made 1 this game. But for the Warehouse Warkats to come up and play the way they have out of Stark County, it's been quite impressive. Both teams had to make sizable drives in, of course. Yukon, the bigger of the 2 drives, but the Warkats have put on a show today, unapologetically. First pitch to Himes, he'll take for strike 1. As well, at the end of the broadcast, we will announce our batting champ, and after that, our World Series MVP. I believe tomorrow the all-tournament team will come out as well, but we'll have to keep an eye on some of these key players to see who gets what. The 0-1 wide, and I do know the batting champ and MVP will come from one of these 2 teams. I do believe that both will come from the champion. It makes sense for that to be the case. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Himes. That time, Martin misses high and in. The pitch count today just through the roof already. That was pitch 45 of the game combined between Dunaway and Martin. Here's the 2-1. Himes, grounder right back to the mound. They'll throw it at 2. It's in time. Return to 1. On the hesitation, they still get the double play. Impressive work from the Miner defense. 2 down in the top of the 2nd inning. And those are 2 massive outs. Martin hesitated but got bailed out. So that'll be, I believe, a 1-6-3 double play as Caleb Shelley, the shortstop, will step in. he walked his first time up. And now his task is to drive in Grant Koblenz. That won't help him. First pitch, a called strike. As for the Yukon Miners, they will bring up Marcus, Folk, and Hillier, 4 through 6. The 0-1 called low in the zone for strike 2, and I think Shelley looked over, confused where that one was called. But a 2-strike count on the shortstop with Brock Bowen in the on-deck circle. This one will skip away. Koblenz will score with ease from third. It's a job well done. Make it 6-0 Warkats. And the state champion continues his glory run. This is his victory tour. He has earned it. The Lake Center Christian Tigers have earned it. And in this case, the Warkats have too. The 1-2 well wide. But I think right after the state championship game, it was said inside Canal Park, Highland, Lake Center, let's do it one more time for the rubber match. It will be the third straight year, if it happens again, that those two teams met in the state championship game in Division 6. Would be fun. Here's the 2-2. Shelley fouls it away. And as a neutral with no skin in the game on either side, I would love to see it happen. I think that would be a great battle. Two really good small communities, of course, Berlin, a public versus Lake Center Christian, a private school, but still, they battle equally well. The 2-2 dropped on the swing, and there it is. Strike 3 with a tag out confirms the inning is over. 3 strikeouts today for Alec Martin, as that'll take us to the home half of the second inning. But the Warkats tack on one more 6-zip your score, middle of 2 in Willoughby.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Four through 6 coming up for the Yukon Miners. Marcus, Folk, and Hillier. 6-0. It is all Warehouse Warkats so far in the 18U NABF World Series Championship game here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Once again, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you today live from Andrews Osborne Academy in Willoughby, Ohio. Koblenz back to work on the mound as there is strike 1. Surprisingly, a pitcher who threw 93 strikeouts this season has 0 so far in this game. And I'm sure he wants that to change, and I'm sure it will change pretty soon. He knows how to get it done, and he knows how to quickly end an inning. That time, though, misses low. 1-1 the count on Marcus. But the offense has been off the charts for the Warehouse Warkats. They have been so impressive. They've been dominant. The 1-1 fouled back. And this is where the opportunity presents itself to Grant Koblenz. An opportunity for him to find his first strikeout of the game. 1-2 strike count on the first baseman. That time Koblenz misses off the plate. 2-2 the counts. One of the last tournaments, if not the last tournament of the year for this Warkats team. They want to end in style. The 2-2, there it is, a no-doubter. 1 up, 1 down. And it is the first of what we assume will be many strikeouts today for Mr. Koblenz. it's what you expect out of him. Not to step on Zion's toes for what he said after beating Mason a few years back, but what did you expect? Nothing less from Grant Koblenz. Now it turns to Sam Falk, the DH, who went 3 for 3 in the first game today as he will swing and miss to begin. Haswell got the win on the mound. He was a really impressive player of the game, looking at his stats once again. 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, and 8 strikeouts in the win. And he also went the distance. That is worth noting. And I think for this Warcat team, Koblenz would like to go the distance today. If he doesn't, I don't think he is going to be too upset about it. The 1-1 misses high. Offensively, this Warcat team has so much depth too. You look into their dugout, they have a lot of guys ready to come in if needed. That'll help them here. The 2-1, take it for strike 2. As for the Yukon Miners, I believe they have 2 to 3 subs, if that. Now the 2-2, swing and a miss, 2 up, 2 down, 2 punch outs. He's back. He is more than okay. Had 2 putouts as well in the first inning. That won't be mentioned too much. The pickoff definitely will because of how flashy it was. But also had a ground out from Bressinger to begin the game. But now the strikeouts are starting to rack up quite quickly for Koblenz as this one is fouled away. As Jacob Hilliard, the second baseman, stepping in for the first time in game number 2 today. The rising senior places ball for Trinity Christian High School. The 0-1, take it for strike 2. As for Koblenz, that was pitch number 24. And he'll look to get through 2 innings in 25 pitches. And he'll do just that. The side is retired. All 3 go down via the K to Grant Koblenz. This is who he is as a pitcher. There's a reason why he won so many awards, and there's a reason why he will continue to do just that as long as he is on the mound and playing the game of baseball. When we return, Bowen, Strain, Muleman, 5 through 7 coming up for the Warkats.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Grant Koblenz and the Warehouse Warkats are dialed through 2. It's a 6-0 lead for the 3 seed as you are watching the 2026 NABF 18U World Series Championship game on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. What a weekend it has been. A tough weekend for baseball, of course. Between rain and smoke, it has been tough to get games in, but here we are at the end. 2 great teams, the 3 seed and the 4 seed, going at it. As it'll be Brock Bowen, Tommy Strain, and Carter Muleman, 5 through 7 coming up this inning for the Warehouse Warkats. The 1-0, Bowen well underneath it, pops it over towards first base, as this one will be caught for out number 1. It's a nice grab in the end for Jaden Marcus. For the first time in this game, the Warkats had their leadoff hitter retired, as that'll turn things over to Tommy Strain, the second baseman, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. As well, we'll look to get some score updates from other games around the area including games happening in the WRCL, as those are very pertinent for next week's Collegiate World Series. Right now, over at Revere High School, bottom of the 6th inning, 4-1 Mountaineer Lumber Company on top of Travelers out of Sandusky. And then in a second, we'll check on the Premier Ohio Collegiate team to see how they're doing. Count 1-1 on Strain. So far in this game, 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Sharp grounder this time over towards short. Throw to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. A great throw from Sonny Testa. So with 2 away, that'll turn it over to Muleman, the right fielder. And as things stand, Premier quickly losing out their opportunity to make it to the NABF World Series, down 6-3 in the top of the 5th inning to the B2 Bulls. And there is strike 1 to Muleman. Yukon just needs a couple of outs to get back into this game, and then from there, their offense has to hit. It has to be quick. Muleman this time fouls it away. Count 0-2. But you can tell they're running out of time, just trying to find something, anything that works. Count says it 0-2. And again, flown foul. Alec Martinson's coming on 3 strikeouts. He has been quite impressive. As well, score update from the Consolation Bracket Championship game. Middle of 3, your score 6-1 Highland on top of Premier Ohio Lowry. And after that game is done as well, we will be done with this year's World Series. One more 0-2 pitch. This time it's in the dirt. Then, again, as we've mentioned a few times, Wednesday OPL Championship 6 and 8:15 at Lakewood, followed by the NABF Collegiate World Series Thursday through Sunday here on SmeeSports. 12 total games coming out of that competition. When it's all said and done, we'll probably know everything there is to know about every single player playing. Now the 2-2. Again, it misses. From 0-2 to full we go. After Muleman, it would go to Caleb Mayle, the left fielder. He bunted in a run his first time up. Now the payoff pitch. From 0-2 to a walk. A great battle from Carter Muleman. Second time he has reached today. And that'll give the left fielder Mayle a chance to come in and show what he can do. Went 5 for 10 this past season at Louisville High School. 3 RBIs, 1 double, 1 stolen base in 21 games. Had a sub-3 ERA pitching. But a really good season altogether for Mayle. As he'll look to take that into his senior season with Coach Drabick in Louisville. Martin's 1-0 high and in, and you could tell as of late he's lost it. He was finding the zone very consistently, and now just seemingly is missing all over the place. That was pitch 66 of the day, now 67 in total for the Yukon Miner pitching staff. Keep in mind, Copeland's is at 25. So it won't be at the same time, but we are nearly seeing Yukon triple what Copeland's has thrown. The 3-0, taken for strike 1 just on the inside top corner. Over doubled. And not even close to being exactly doubled. Now the 3-1, Mayle will swing and miss. The opposite of the last at-bat. Now from 3-0 to full we go. In theory, Muleman will be in motion for the Warkats, but first they'll throw back. Alec Martin's trying to keep him on his toes as Marcus attempts to apply the tag. And now Martin gets to work. The payoff pitch, Mayle grounds this one over towards third. Throw to first is high, but in time. A nice throw from Sanford ends the inning with no damage done. To the home half of the third we go. Smith, Iezi, Testa, 7 through 9 coming up for the Yukon Miners.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The Warkats don't put any more runs on the board in the top of the third inning. Their defense gets back to work in the home half of the frame, taking on Zach Smith, Matt Iezzi, and Sonny Testa. Once again, you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. 6-0 your score. It is all Warkats in this championship game. They have dominated. They have looked really impressive, but still plenty of baseball left to play. This game could easily change and flip on its head. But we'll see what happens as this one is grounded to first, directly to Will Himes. 1 up, 1 down to begin the frame. And that'll bring up Iezzi, the left fielder. Wearing number 7, the rising sophomore out of Kings College. Played his high school ball for Dunmire High School. Coming in standing at 5'11", 190 after going 0 for 2 this past season for Kings College. This one grounded again toward Himes, this time foul. 0-1 the counts. So far, so good for Grant Koblenz. 3 strikeouts through now 2 2/3 innings work. We'll see how many he does rack up in the end and how far into this game he goes. If he goes the distance, I wouldn't be surprised to see him end with double-digit strikeouts. He is just that dominant as a pitcher. The 0-1 runs well inside, and that'll ping off Iezzi's leg. Not what he was hoping for. Second free pass surrendered today by Koblenz. Allowed a walk back in the first, and now the hard 90 as it turns to Testa, the shortstop. Yes, he does appear to be okay, but for the Warkats, for their season, this is it, I believe. They're going for win number 24 to close it out. No better way to close out a season than with some silverware. Even if you've won a few titles before this season, the last one's always sweet, as that's the way you'll remember the season. We saw it earlier, all the emotion from Ohio Elite, as that was their last tournament. They just finished up their summer. A lot of those kids saying goodbye to the sport of baseball. Never easy. The goodbye is always tough. The 0-1 foul back. I mean, take it from me, I had to say goodbye to the sport, 5 times? I think I played 5 final games? Kept getting cancellations and eliminated, then uneliminated before getting eliminated again. It was a whole thing. Koblenz's 0-2 is high for ball 1. But the actual last game I played, we lost in the OPL semifinals. We were told we were out. We were told, goodbye, the season's over. John calls me on a Friday and says, yeah, your team's still in. Yeah, our coach was stunned. No surprise there. The 1-2. Just off the plates. It was an interesting season, to say the least. I think I Figured at one point the Stingrays had more future pilots than future college baseball players on the roster. The 2-2 off the plate. Back pick down to first, not in time. And the college commit that we had at that one time that the stat was true was Baldwin Wallace's Ryan Gordon. Full count 3-2 on Testa. Koblentz's payoff. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts on the day for Grant Koblenz. 2 down in the bottom of the third as we go back to the top of the order with Dom Bressinger. Bressinger so far today 0 for 1 with a ground out to Koblenz. I'm sure in the back of his mind he wants another pickoff here. He's going to try it. It's not in the back of his mind. It's on the front of his mind. I think he just wants to keep the 1-2-3 streak going. That's probably why he's doing it. We'll see if he can execute it or not. I'm sure he's going to keep trying. This time he'll offer as there is strike 1. If he does it again, then that'd be quite impressive. It will not be a big lead, though, for Iezi. That is for sure. The 0-1 fouled back. Just like that, Koblenz 1 strike away from getting out of the third inning. Count 0-2 on the center fielder. If the inning were to continue, Morkovitz is in the on-deck circle. Runner goes. Pitch fouled away. It's bold of him to go. He didn't have the biggest lead, of course. Koblenz held him on quite well. But we'll see if at some point somebody is able to take a base away from this Warkat team. It doesn't look too likely, but you never know. All it takes is one mistake to make that happen. Again, the 0-2, this time high and wide. Back pick down to first. Not in time. Smilik trying to take away Koblenz's thunder. Count still 0-2. As for Koblenz, this will be pitch number 38 of the game. This time runs it well inside. Not what he was looking to do. But I think this time around, Iezi is going to be a lot more patient. As he still knows he can't get that big of a lead. He's going to go instead. It doesn't matter, though. Swing and a miss. This side is retired. 5 strikeouts on the day for Grant Koblenz. That'll take us to the 4th inning. Score remains 6-0 Warkats.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The third inning really felt out of place considering the Warcats didn't score. That's how impressive their offense has been today. It'll be Smilek, Koblenz, and DeGeorge 9-1-2 due up as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. Another great year for this tournament. Last year we saw NMC Karavik win in 16U and 18U. Two different Karaviks, just to make that clear. Here, the Warehouse Warkats are right now in line to win both the 16U and the 18U. The 16U less certain than this one as Smilek sends this ball deep to left field, still going back. But it is going to die well before the warning track as Yezi is there for out number 1. But going back to it, the Warkats bomb team is officially into the championship game. They beat the North Royalton Bears in the semifinals. And just based on what we're seeing, at least from this tournament and stat-wise, it'll probably be the Ironman 15U who they play in the championship game, I believe at 5:30 today at North Royalton High School. Back to the top we go as Koblenz has to get out of the way of that one in a hurry. 2 for 2 so far today for Grant Koblenz as he also has 5 strikeouts on the mound. The 1-0 he'll take for strike 1. This is the first time I've seen Grant play, and my every expectation has pretty much been met so far across the day. Now this time he'll take it deep to left field as it is going to get down and one hop the fence and stay inside the park. He is now 3 for 3 on the day, now with a double. What can't number 24 do? 4 total bases for him. He is just a monster. No other way to put it. He has been a monster for the Warehouse Warkats. Just unbelievable what he has been able to do for this team and for Lake Center Christian. You could look at players, you could say lesser competition, you could say this and that about Lake Center as a team. No, they played good competition, and their players are some of the best in Northeast Ohio, and honestly, some of the best in the state, if not the region. I feel like the region argument is being made more than relevant by Grant Koblenz and what this Warcat team has done today, as this is a regional championship technically. Count 0-1 on Ty DeGeorge. Martin back to work. DeGeorge grounder over towards third. Throw to first is going to be high, but just in time for out number 2. A nice job waiting that one out by the third baseman. Made sure the runner didn't take off. Koblenz stays at second, and that'll take care of Ty DeGeorge. And as well, come to think of it, this is technically the only 18U World Series in the country with the NABF, so this is a national title game as well, technically. I do believe that's accurate, as there are franchises, I would say, on the eastern half of the United States. I don't know if there are any on the west anymore. But on the eastern half of the United States, this is a national championship. So with that, a lot on the line for this game. Especially when you look at it that way and add that level of intrigue to this title game. Count 0-1 on Will Himes after fouling that one off down the left side, out of play. Martin will get back to work, skipping that one in. But a nice block by Markovitz. In the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Markovitz leading it off, followed by Sanford and Marcus. 2 through 4 for the Yukon Miners. Down 6-0 to the Warehouse Warkats. For the Warkats at risk of not scoring for back-to-back innings. The 1-1, well off the plate for ball 2. After Himes, it would turn to Caleb Shelley. The shortstop has walked and has struck out so far today. Quick pause. And now time is finally called. I mean, that was an intense staring matchup between Martin and Himes. I don't think either side was really ready to back down. Himes, in the end, I believe, called time, which was the right call in my opinion. The 2-1, Himes grounds this one over towards short. It's going to be bobbled, and this one will be an E6. Himes is able to beat it out with ease. That'll put runners at the corners for the shortstop. A chance for him to get his first hit of this championship game and to extend his team's already dominant lead. And now Markovitz will put on his first and third play. But good power from Himes. Did a nice job beating it out. He had to hustle it out. If he would have lollygagged down the line, they still could have had a play on him. First pitch taken for a strike by Shelley. I don't think Himes is going to take off here, as we even saw him hesitate at first. And that was back in the first inning. Went, didn't go, and went vice versa. Ground ball over towards second. Cleanly picked. Throw to first in plenty of time to end the inning. A nice turn by Hilliard to get his team out of the inning. And once again, the Yukon Miners avoid any damage in the top of the fourth. To the bottom of the fourth we go. For the Miners, it'll be Markovitz, Sanford, and Marcus. 2 through 4 coming up.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning. Still 6-0 your score as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, as that pitch will miss low for ball one. Coleman's is 1-0. That time we'll find the zone. It'll be 2 through 4. Markovitz, Sanford, and Marcus this inning. But you look at how this game has gone. Over the last couple of innings, the offense has calmed down for the Warkats, but make no mistake, this is still their game. They have been absolutely dominant. Even if it does take the full 7, this is their game, and they deserve to walk out of here as things stand with the win. And there is strike 2. As for Koblenz, he's looking for his 6th strikeout of the day already. Can he get it here? Not quite. Well inside. And I think he tried saying it hit him, which I am less than convinced. So full count 3-2. Have to try it again here with Sanford waiting in the on-deck circle. And here is the payoff pitch. It's off the plate for ball 4. So the leadoff man is aboard in the home half of the inning, as that'll bring up Gabe Sanford, the third baseman. Sanford so far today 0 for 0 with a walk. But so far, you look at the walks, not too many from Grant Koblenz, but still a few. Otherwise has been pretty much perfect, which that's what you expect out of him. You expect near perfection. And he has lived up to the hype today. Already one pickoff, successful today at first. Going for a second, not in time. But no surprise that he's still being as aggressive as he was earlier on today. He is not satisfied. The 1-0 taken for strike one. In the fifth, the Warkats will bring up Bowen, Strain, and Muleman 5 through 7. I think for them, they want to score as they haven't scored in quite a while. Is it a concern for them? I don't know. I doubt it. But you look at how this game has gone, you want to have that full feeling of start to finish domination. And I think you get it if you score at least a few more runs. 6-0, it'll look on paper like a well-drawn-out game. But in actuality, it was a demolition job from the get-go. And with it from the third at-bat, because that's when the scoring started. Count 1-2 on the third baseman. After him, it goes to Marcus. That time, Copeland sails it high for ball 2. As well, coming up after this, not only will we have our player of the game announcement, but with it, the MVP and, as well, the batting champion will be announced. So definitely excited to see who gets those awards, as in part will have some say, but this game can still impact it. The 2-2, it is going to get away. And now that'll put a runner in scoring position, full count 3-2. Can Grant Copeland get his first out of the inning? The real first bit of adversity he is facing today. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Of course he gets it done. Strikeout number 6 for Grant Copeland. 1 down. No surprise at all. Again, it's what we expected. It's what you expect when you see him pitch. He has been impressive today. Still has plenty of work to do. And I think for him, he wants to forget about the 2 walks and the hit by a pitch that he has surrendered so far. You get rid of those, it's completely perfect. Pitchers of his caliber, though, there's levels to how satisfied they feel after a certain thing happens. This, I think he'll want more. The 0-1 high, and that is including a 3-for-3 day at the plate. But I don't think he's satisfied. You never get complacent, which I don't even think being satisfied with this would be complacent. It would be just being normal. But that's just inside the mind of a winner, and that's what Grant Copeland is. And this team as well. This Warkat Heim team has had a great season, of course, at the 16U level. You look at what Darren Ware's group has been able to do. Darren and company over at Walsh, they're going to get a big upgrade in a few months as their field's getting turfed. Fly ball sent into right center field. It'll go to Muleman. He'll make the grab for out number 2. And the runner at second will easily stay put. Thought about it for a second, but made the right business decision. So 2 away. As now it'll turn to Sam Folk, the DH. 3-for-3 in the last game, 0-for-1 in this one, as he struck out his first time up. Time locally, 3:01. So just over an hour and 15 minutes into this championship game. Line drive sent towards right field. This one is going to get down, and that'll break up the no-hitter. And with it, a run will score. It's an RBI single for Sam Folk. That'll make it 6-1. At long last, the Miners have finally broken through the Warehouse Warkats. It was a matter of time the way they were playing this inning. The grit, the determination, it's back like we saw it earlier on today. And they just need to keep it going. They have a chance to win this game if they can put on some runs and quickly. Hillier swings and misses as Copeland gets right back to work. Only 4 runners allowed, though. You think of it that way. 1 per inning, still not bad for Grant Copeland. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And Copeland is now 1 strike away from getting out of this inning after all. But that run is still going to be a minor blemish on his record. 6-1 ball game. The Miners down by 5. The 0-2. It's a no-doubter. The side is retired. Second strikeout of the inning for Grant Koblenz. He is up to 7 on the day. But the Yukon Miners find a way to plate one courtesy of Sam Folk. To the 5th we go. Score now 6-1. The Warkats still in control.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
To the top of the 5th we go. The Yukon Miners bring it back within 5, 6-1 your score. As you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. For the Warkats, it'll be Bowen, Strain, and Muleman, 5 through 7 coming up this inning. As Martin's first pitch is there for strike 1. This game has been exactly what we expected it to be. A good result for the Warkats offense early. The Miners staying gritty and staying competitive. But this Warkats team, we knew what to expect from them heading in, and they have delivered. As well, score update from Hawken in the consolation bracket. The Hornets are up 8-1 on Premier Lowry. So that game nearing its conclusion. As well, later on today, for those in the area, head up to North Royalton for the championship of the 16U division, scheduled for a 5:30 first pitch at North Royalton High School. Should be a fun way to close out the high school divisions of the NABF World Series. The 1-2, Bowen gets jammed up, pops it up over towards first, where it's easily caught for out number 1. A routine play, but a nice one for Marcus. Second time today, Brock Bowen has popped out to first. And that'll turn it over to Tommy Strain, the second baseman. A strikeout and a ground out to short thus far in the championship game. As well, the World Cup final is officially underway in New York. So once we have score updates from that game, which far from a guarantee we'll have a score update at some point today, we will make those known. The 1-0, Strain fouls it off. Count 1-1. But as I mentioned earlier, it's just crazy to think the World Cup's done today. You have 1 week after this at most of summer baseball left. The summer is quickly coming to a close. The 1-1. Looked good from here, not going to get the call in the end. You have to think Come Tuesday, most schools are within probably a month of starting back up again, or at least Friday Night Lights are. Ground ball through on the right side. It's a one-out base knock for Tommy Strain. Now 1 for 3 in the championship game. But he is still going to enjoy summer. Same with the Warkats until it's officially over. But it's really crazy to think that in 2.5 weeks from now, high school athletics are back. Again, August 15th, join us as we will have a doubleheader, 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock, those games and teams to be determined. First pitch inside for ball 1, and when I mean to be determined, I mean I know where we're going. I'm not telling. That'll be announced later on, as we're going to add some theatrics to that announcement as well, because why not? The 1-0, lightly tipped. Kind of 1-1 strike on Muehlman, who drew a impressive walk his last time up. Had to battle down early in the count, down quick, but made his way back in and overall had a really good at-bat, all things considered. It was a QAB for those who like that stat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Muehlman, sharp grounder, booted at third. It'll be an E5, putting Muehlman on for the 3rd time today. And that'll toss it over to Caleb Mail, the left fielder. An RBI bunt his first time up, and a ground out to third his second. I do think the Miners scoring poked at the Warkats at least a little bit. There has to be an extra level of determination added on to them, just knowing that the Miners can score and that they are still definitely in this game. Mail will begin swinging and missing. But if the Warkats can play it a few more and get a convincing lead in this game, odds are they walk out of here happy campers on the way back to Stark County. Martin taking his time, checking the runners. The 0-1 Mail takes high and in. As well, a special word of thanks goes out to Andrews Osborne Academy for allowing us to use their press box over the past 2 days, and with it, this field for the NABF World Series. The 1-1 taken for strike 2. Just a beautiful complex, one of the best fields in Northeast Ohio. I'm absolutely a big fan of it. Now, the distance from the press box to the car, that could be improved. But otherwise, solid. Pause here from Martin. And now the 1-2. Mail will swing and miss. 2 down. 4th strikeout of the day for Alec Martin. Once again, he has come on and has really stepped up to the plate as the emergency option out of the bullpen. Was down big early on in this game. Has given a sense of security almost for the Yukon Miners. And you hate to have your mind wander to it, but what would have happened in this game if he would have started? Could he have been enough to make this game Yukon's? You think about it at least a little bit. 0-1 the count as it is Ethan Fair coming on in a pinch hit capacity. As he will step in for the catcher, Smillick, potentially as well going behind the plate, but we'll see. The 0-1 misses off the plates. In the bottom of the inning, it'll be Smith, Iezi, and Testa. Bottom 3 coming up for the Yukon Miners. Again, Martin pauses before the 1-1. Good swing from Fair, but foul. Kind of ironic, that. Count now 1-2. After him, we go back to the top with Koblenz. 3 for 3 on the day. I'm sure he would not mind 4 for 4. Martin again will pause. The 1-2, high and in. And you have to be thinking now with MVP and the batting champion, which one, if not both, does Koblenz get? Because he has been that impressive in this game. He could easily walk out of here with both. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. This side is retired. 5th strikeout of the day for Alec Martin. And he continues to steady the ship for the Yukon Miners. To the home half of the inning we go. Score remains 6-1. Warehouse Warkats in control of this NABF World Series Championship game.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Loomis Field, home half of the fifth. It'll be bottom three, Smith, Iezi, and Testa for the Miners. They scored last time around, down by 5. This is their chance to get back into the game against Grant Koblenz as he'll take ball 1. As well, there is a catching change. It'll be Ethan Fair now behind the plate for the Warehouse Warkats. The 1-0, taken for strike 1. But Ethan Fair, the now graduate of Claymont High School, in the fall, once again, we've mentioned it before, get used to his name as he is heading off to go and play for Coach Cole Morozek at KSU Tusk. The 1-1, swing and a miss. So, naturally, we're always going to have a greater interest in what he does along with what the Tri-C commits that we see do. The 1-2, fouled back. A good survival hack from Smith. So far today, 0 for 1 as he grounded out to Himes to begin the third inning. Koblenz back at it. The 1-2 will miss. Interesting to see this catching change as well, considering Smilek is his high school catcher. The 2-2 again fouled away. And I believe Grant Koblenz has pretty much resorted to quick pitching. He sets up quick and he immediately attacks. Kind of predictable almost. The 2-2 line foul again. What a battle between Grant Koblenz and Zach Smith. Smith, the rising senior out of Greensburg-Salem High School, hit 400 this past season for a reason. And this is why. Again, the 2-2. Ground ball towards Bowen at third. His throw to first is in time on a nice stretch from Will Himes. 1 up, 1 down, and a very good battle between Smith and Koblenz. One of the best overall battles that we have seen today. As that'll bring up Matt Iezi, the left fielder, 0 for 0 today as he got pinged his first time up. Again, the only player currently playing college baseball on this roster. And in this game as well, as there is strike 1. For Grant Koblenz, up to 69, now 70 pitches on the day. So I'd say he is still in line to potentially finish this one out. No action as of right now in the bullpen, and for good reason. But I'm sure if he hits 100, he will have not much more after that. His 0-2 fouled away. I believe the pitch count. Is there a pitch count?
No, because
no pitch count. I believe 125 is the recommendation at the top. The 0-2 taken foul. I had to think. The only reason I remembered offhand the NABF does not have a pitch count is because we saw a kid throw 115 out of the pen for T3 in last year's World Series. and there was no risk of him going over. Again, the 0-2 this time ran well inside. Of course, you not only have the Terriers going for their 5th next week, but you have Ty Dennison going for back-to-back MVPs. And with it, now representing the University of Akron, a recent commit to the Zips. Count 1-2. Fly ball as he drives it deep to right field, not deep enough, as Muehlman is underneath it for out number 2. Another good piece of hitting. It's good power this inning. Just right to the defense, as that'll usher in Sonny Testa, the shortstop, 0 for 1 today, as he is one of many strikeout victims. In the 6th, for the Warkats, it'll be Koblenz, DeGeorge, and Himes, 1 through 3, once again. First pitch taken at the top of the zone for strike 1. Koblenz just continues at it, 0-2. With that pitch up to 77. So this will be pitch 78 for Grant Koblenz. Looking to take his team out of the inning. And he will do just that. The side is retired. A perfect pitch from Grant Koblenz. And just like that, he is up to 8 punch-outs on the day. To the 6th we go. Score remains 6-1 Warkats.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
We enter the penultimate inning of the day at Loomis Field on the campus of Andrews Osborne Academy. It'll be the top of the order, Koblenz, DeGeorge, and Himes back in for the Warkats, as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. It has been a great tournament altogether as Koblenz drives this one deep to right field, and it's gone. Are you kidding me, Grant Koblenz? 4 for 4 on the day. Tack on a home run for good measure. It is 7-1. Unreal from the Warehouse Warkats. And his entire dugout is going to make their way out to greet him. What a swing. It just kept carrying, and in the end, he takes it out of here. And it looks like he'll be taking more than just one award out of here as well. Well, 8 total bases for Grant Koblenz. It's unreal. Now DeGeorge steps in, and it just gets through to the edge of the infield, and there is no contest at first. What a day for the warehouse workout offense. Just so impressive what they have been able to do, and it looks like at long last, they finally get a jump on Alec Martin. Now it turns to Will Himes. Just outstanding play altogether. And Himes drills this one into center field. Back-to-back-to-back base hits. And just like that, it feels like the first inning all over again. Now it turns to Shelley. Time is going to be called here. And I think that might do it for Alec Martin. It'll be a tough call to keep him in the game or not. But it looks like just as he pretty much was the voice of reason and the voice of settlement, the Warkats have finally figured out how to take care of him. And indeed, he will exit the game. The call to the bullpen has been made by the Yukon Miners. And when we return, they will have a new arm on the mound in the top of the 6th.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The call to the bullpen has been made. It is Ethan Hartley ready to go for the Yukon Miners. 2 on, none down, top of the 6th. Already 7-1 with one extra run being tacked on this inning by the Warkats, courtesy of a leadoff homer from Grant Koblenz, who is 4 for 4 on the day, 8 total bases, and is a triple away from the cycle. Based on how the Warkats are hitting, there is a chance he gets his opportunity for a triple. And if he hits for the cycle today, my goodness, what a championship game performance that would be. The 1-0, take it for a strike. Back pick is going to go into center field. The George will stay put, but you have to be more careful than that. Just mistimed on the coverage. So far today, Shelley 0 for 2. He walked his first time up, followed by a strikeout and a groundout. Trying to move these runners along to get one last rally put together for the Warkat offense. The 1-1 sidearmed in, and it'll miss high. We always love a good arm slot change. It just changes how the batter sees the baseball. That's all it is. And we talk about it quite a bit during the high school and collegiate season, but not as much here in the summer. It still is quite important. 2-1 wide for ball 3. After Shelley, it goes to Brock Bowen, then Tommy Strain. An unusual World Series, but as expected, a great championship game. That's all you can ask for at this point. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Count now full on the shortstop. Shelley, once again, honorable mention All-State by the OHSBCA. First team All-State via PBR. Here's the payoff pitch. It's well inside for ball 4. And the bases will be juiced. None down for Brock Bowen. What an opportunity this is for the third baseman if he can make something happen for his team. So far today, an RBI single and 2 pop-outs, both of which ended at first. He's been favoring one side. Infield, and I'm kind of surprised that we don't see Marcus hugging the line any more than he already is. If you look at the spray chart, it says he is going off towards the right side. Well, does that bat actually show? That remains yet to be seen. But if we follow the trend, we kind of get a good idea as to, at least in part, what we should expect. Not that it's gospel or anything. It's just what the trend appears to be. The 0-1 taken low. Just like the Warkats in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be the top of the order due up for the Yukon Miners. Down Esting standby 6, but could be a lot more if the Warkats have their way this inning. The 1-1, Bowen shoots it into right center field. That'll bring in at least 1, and it will just be the 1. It's another RBI single for Brock Bowen, his second of the game. Make it 8-1 Warkats, their biggest lead of the game, up by 7. Just a perfect piece of hitting. Drove it into right center field, didn't do too much. It goes back to how this game started. Station to station baseball. You don't reinvent the wheel. You don't do anything out of the ordinary. Nicely done by Bowen and company. They have earned every bit of this lead and every bit of the glory that is to follow for winning this tournament, assuming the result holds. They deserve it. If we're being honest, they have been the better team in this game. They have been the best team today at this field, and I don't think there is a surprise about it. This team has so much pedigree, the best record coming in out of the 4, albeit as the 3 seed. As well, they were supposed to be the home team here, but they chose to be the away team. A bold call that it looks like has worked out again, as across 2 games today, they have right now scored 18 combined runs, or averaging 9 a game in the semis and championship. The 1-1 Strain fouls it off. Count now 1-2. And once this one is all over, at long last, the NABF World Series trophy, which has been living in the basement here at AOA for the last couple of days, will finally make its way onto the field to be given to the winner. Counts it at 1-2. After Strain, it goes to Muehlman, the right fielder. Strain takes strike 3 looking. And there is at long last out number 1. First strikeout of the game for Hartley. And now it turns to Muehlman. Reach on an error, has reached on a walk, and has reached on an RBI single today. On-base percentage is perfect, but looking to add on a few more RBIs to solidify this win for the Warkats. They need 3 more unanswered runs to win this game in the 6th. Still a chance for a run rule. Did that pitch clip him? They're going to say no. It definitely came close. I think any further movement and everybody would move up 90 feet. And with it, a run would score. As I've said, still a chance we see Grant Koblenz come back up this inning to try and get the cycle. The 1-0 taken for strike 1. And the beauty is, they're at the point of the game where if he gets to second base, he can try for third. Even if he doesn't get it, he can still try it. And even if it doesn't work, he'll still be okay. And his team will still be okay. I think if he does get the chance, the team will let him try and encourage it. The 1-1, swing and a miss. As well, the question is, does Koblenz know he is a triple away from the cycle. I assume he knew. Sometimes those things just escape your mind when you've had a dominating performance all the way around. Again, one of the best two-way performances that we have seen all season. Stop us if you've heard it before. The 1-2 Muleman, well underneath it. Infield fly is in effect. 2 down. As it is going to get down, the runner from third, Himes, thought about tagging up. He'll stay put at third in the end. So the infield fly retires Muleman. And now that'll turn it over to Mail. Bunts RBI his first time up, ground out his second, strike out his third. And based on this setup, we are guaranteed to see Grant Koblenz hit at least one more time. Even if it's not him in that spot, the number one spot will come up for a 5th time for the Warehouse Warkats. But we'll see if it is still him in the game at that point or not. First pitch taken for strike 1. Again in the bottom of the 6th, Bressinger, Markovitz, and Sanford, 1 through 3 due up for the Yukon Miners. Plenty of work to do. So much work to do, down by 7. The 0-1 Mail fouls it back. Time now 3:33, so just under 15 minutes away from 2 hours of this game. But I will say a 2 p.m. championship game is quite nice compared to what we're used to. 10 a.m. next Sunday is going to be amazing as well. I'm very happy about that start time. It brings tears to my eyes almost. I'll get a little bit of extra sleep. Here's the 0-2. It's a no-doubter. Strike 3 called. The inning is over. Koblenz gets the inning going with a solo shot over the right field fence. Fouled up by Bowen's RBI single. 2 coming to score in total. To the home half of the 6th we go. 8-1. It's the Warkats in control on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Loomis Field on the campus of Andrews Osborne Academy. Bottom of the 6th, Bressinger, Markovitz, Sanford. Top 3 coming up for the Yukon Miners. As you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. There's going to be some action in the bullpen for the Warehouse Warkats. As of right now, this is still Grant Koblenz's game. Has allowed 1 total run and 1 total hit. A 1-hitter with 8 strikeouts, 4 for 4 with a home run, double, 2 singles, and an RBI. Could he do anything else? Probably not. The 0-1 there for strike 2. Well, of course, he can add on a few more strikeouts. I mean, dare we say if he gets 2 more strikeouts, in Northeast Ohio, this is the best single-game performance in travel baseball. He's 1 step closer. Punch out number 9 for Grant Koblenz. 1 up, 1 down. I just don't know how you match it. I don't think there is anybody that has this summer. Of course, we don't have every stat, and we're not going to sit here for 20 days and look at every single game played in Northeast Ohio, but I would say this is the benchmark. Nobody is going to touch it, I don't think, either. Now, if he goes 4 for 5, maybe it's easier to reach it, but still, that would just be nitpicking at that point. The 0-1 just misses inside. Pitch count is a concern with Koblenz, as he is now up to 83 on the day, but could still finish this game out if he's quick. The 1-1 will miss high for ball 2. I do think the Warkats want him to finish out if possible, but also know there are a couple of guys that can come on and finish this game if necessary. The 2-1 fouled away by Markovitz. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. After him, it goes to Sanford, the third baseman. Koblenz, he's ready. The 2-2. It'll miss. And a couple of oohs. He's not too happy by that one either. Count now full. I think he knows that it was definitely close, but just didn't get the nod. Now the payoff pitch. Fouled away, so we will do it again. Again, for those in the area, make sure you're heading out to North Royalton High School. 5:30 tonight, it is the NABF 16U World Series Championship game. There will already be one Warehouse Warkat team in there, as that is going to be the Baum team. And they await the winner of, I believe, the Tide and the Ironmen. So a chance for a Warkat double in the NABF World Series. Again, this is not only a regional title, but technically, by the definition of the NABF, it is a national title. That is the big intrigue of this tournament. Here is the payoff pitch again. Markovitz fouls it off. A really good battle. We've seen a lot of good competitive at-bats between Koblenz and this strong offense that, at least in this game, has been pretty much silenced. Once more, the payoff pitch. Weakly chopped over towards the right side. Koblenz will take it. A light flip is just in time to Himes for out number 2. That'll be yet another put out for him. His second in the run of play. Third if you account for the pickoff back in the first, which from there it's just a preference thing if you want to call that one a put out or not. As now it turns to Gabe Sanford, the third baseman. A walk and a strikeout so far today for him. In the 7th, it'll be Smilik, Koblenz, and DeGeorge, which, of course, we did see an earlier change today with Fair. So odds are it'll be Fair followed by Koblenz and DeGeorge. But we'll see. Koblenz is 0-1. Foul back. Only one inning left to go of this World Series after this. Double action still in the pen for the Warkats. Koblenz looking to end the inning. But he will still have to wait. I do believe on the tip he did drop it. So this will be pitch number 92 for Grant Koblenz. Count remains 0-2. He'll try it again. This time, sailing it wide. I think based on the pitch count, though, this is going to do it for Grant Koblenz. But what an outing it has been. Impressive all the way around. The 1-2, swing and a miss. This side is retired. 10 strikeouts for Grant Koblenz. It doesn't get any better than this for 24. To the 7th we go. It'll be 9-1-2 coming up for the Warkats as you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Loomis Field. It is the final inning of the day. 21st overall, 7th of this game. As you are watching NABF World Series Baseball on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. What a day of baseball altogether. The Warehouse Warkats dominating this one, up by 7 as they look to put the finishing touches on this one. Fair begins by fouling it off, 0-1 the count on the KSU Tusk commit. Then, at the top, one final time, we will see Grant Koblenz. Can he go 5 for 5 and cap off what has been a historic championship game performance? One of the best all time, I would say, in NABF World Series history. I think it has to be up there. Don't know if all the stats are tracked going back to the first ones, but I think if you compared it to all of those, he might be number 1 in a national tournament. He has been that impressive. Here's the 1-1, taken high for ball 2. He's looking for a triple. If he gets the cycle, I think he'll be definitely satisfied. But it would take a lot for him to make that happen. Here comes the 2-1. Fair will take it for ball 3. But Yukon, that 5-run inning, the first got away from them. Otherwise, this would have been a very competitive game. It would have been 1-1 entering the 6th. But that one inning has cost them big time. The 3-1 inside for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for the catcher. That's how the game of baseball works most times. Just one inning gets away from you, and there is no coming back from it. It's the worst feeling, especially when you know you played 6 great innings. Just one. One inning hurts you. And now time is called. Koblenz is going to have a second. I don't think they will, but would Yukon intentionally walk him? Would they do that? If they do, I would not be happy, especially if I'm Grant Koblenz. We'll see if they let him hit. He's 4 for 4 today, 8 total bases once again. It's courtesy for the catcher for now. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't even a conversation about it. But Koblenz is going to step in here, 4 for 4, looking to make it 5 for 5 and cap off what has been a historic performance in the NABF World Series Championship game. First pitch, he'll see is strike 1. Ethan Hartley showing no signs of fear. Attacking the star right on. Not surprised. I think this is where you throw everything at him, try to get him to strike out, and you'll take that as a big positive going forward. The 0-1 taken at the top of the zone for strike 2. Could also be a slightly bigger zone on 24. But he is down to his final strike. even if it is 4 for 5, still an amazing day. The 0-2, well inside, it hits him. He will end the day 4 for 4, reaching 5 times. What an outing for Grant Koblenz. We'll see if at some point we do have him pitch again. I don't know if that point will be in this game or if it will be later on this season. I'd be surprised, though, based on that action, if he does come back out. I wouldn't hate it. I kind of would like it. I just don't know if it's going to happen. The George pops this one up over towards the right side, and out of play it goes foul. Do you warm up everybody and then make that decision? Don't know exactly how you would do it. Count 0-1. What can this defense figure out? 2 on, none down in the top of the 7th. The 0-1, take it for strike 2. I think the Warkats, though all things considered, will still be quite happy with how this performance went, as they scored 5 early, but it doesn't matter. They scored 3 late. Even if you get rid of that inning, they still would have won this game. The 0-2 to George will take off the plate for ball 1. Again, you look later at the 16U division. Potentially for back-to-back seasons, you would have the same champion organization for both the 16U and the 18U. Doesn't happen often. The 1-2 off the plates. Count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quick pause here. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss, 1 down. Second strikeout of the game for Ethan Hartley. And now that'll bring up Will Himes. 2 base hits for him today, an E6 and a 1-6-3 double play. Two on, 1 down. Already has driven in 2 runs. He's been quite impressive. We'll see what he can end his day with as he will swing and miss to begin. In the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Marcus, Folk, and Hillier. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Yukon Miners. They are the lower seed in this game, but they are the home team based on the Warkats' request. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Count out 0-2. But for Ethan Hartley, he is just looking to put together a good close to the game. Unless, of course, Yukon can come around and score a bunch. If they could somehow find a way to score 8, then he'd do a lot more than just end the game. The 0-2, ground ball right to short. It's 6, unassisted, 2-3, airmailed. It's a fielder's choice that brings in 1. Make it 9-1 Warkats. A tough one. The fielder's choice still does help out with 2 down. But you had to have a better throw than that. Just completely airmailed it. And now that'll turn it over to Shelley, the shortstop. 2 RBI single, or no, 2 walks today, a strikeout and a ground out. It's Bone in the on-deck circle, who has a pair of RBI singles today. But crazy to think that this tournament is almost over. And once it is, 1 week left to go of travel baseball for the 2026 season. And then from there, we will quickly be on our way to the 2027 campaign. Go back to first, won't be in time. Count 1-0 on the shortstop. Looking to extend this inning. The Warkats already up by 8, more than comfortable in this game. But we did see Ohio lead in the first game today, nearly make a comeback late in their game. So we'll see. Shelley puts this one into left center field, and it is going to get into the gap. It'll be a double for Shelley. That'll keep 2 runners on, both in scoring position for Brock Bowen. A perfect swing from the shortstop, his first hit of the game. And now a chance for Bowen to find his third RBI. Both have been RBI singles. He has been extremely uniform today. 2 RBI singles, 2 pop-outs. It's perfectly balanced. But this Warkats team, they are showing that no matter the inning, they can come out and score. It wasn't just a flash in the pan, one inning that won them this game. It was the game as a collective that got them this result. First pitch wide for ball 1. Nine to 1, Warehouse Warkats in the top of the 7th inning. How impressive is this for the number 3 seed? But still, you also have to give a lot of credit to some other teams who have battled their way through this tournament. In large part, the BHM Buckeyes. You have to give them so much credit. Came as an 8th seed. They beat the 1 seed. In the end, got outplayed by Yukon in the game before this. But they earned the right to be here. Back pick down to third, not in time, and nearly into left field. Again, Marcus, Folk, Hillier, 4 through 6 coming up in the home half of the 7th to wrap up the game for the Yukon Miners. Down 9 to 1 to the Warehouse Warkats. They'll need a whole host of runs, 8 to tie, 9 to win. And it could be even more. Count 3-1. If the bases were to load, it would turn to Tommy Strain. And Strain already has had an impressive day at the plate and defensively. But he will have one more opportunity as there is ball 4 to Brock Bowen. So bases loaded, 2 down. We'll see what Strain can do after a really good season for Glen Oak. Ended up hitting .378, a team best with 16 RBIs, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 stolen bases, and 28 games played for the Golden Eagles. Of course, Glen Oak playing in the ever tough and ever dangerous Federal League, like so many players on this roster. I mean, going down the list, you have Lake Center Christian, Louisville, Canton Central, Lake Center again, Claymont, then Jackson, Massillon, Jackson, Worcester, Lake Center, Glen Oak, Lake. Especially the lower, or in this case, the higher numbers out of Federal League. As that ball is to the backstop, that'll make it 10-1. Will Himes able to come around to score from third. And with it, a 1-1 count on Strain. Not a bases loaded opportunity anymore, but still 2 ducks on the pond to try and bring around. But yet another inning getting away from the Yukon Miners. Swing and a miss on the 1-1 now, 1-2 the counts. If Strain could continue the inning, it would go to Muehlman. He would be the 8th batter of the inning. Strain the 7th as things stand. 1 ball, 2 strike the count. Hartley back at it. Gets the swing and miss. And actually, no, he just tipped it. So he will stay alive as we will once again see the 1-2 pitch. But 10-1. This game, well and truly a rout in favor of the Warehouse Warkats. I think you could tell from the first inning, though, that this was going to be their game. No doubt about it. The 1-2 again tipped away. But somehow, in some way, do the Yukon Miners have one big comeback left in them this season? It would take everything and anything possible to make happen. But this is baseball. Anything's possible. Unlikely, but still possible. One more 1-2. That time it gets the job done. 3rd strikeout of the day for Ethan Hartley. And the side is retired. A few more come to pass for the Warkats. They feel confident once again scoring 10 in back-to-back games. Here we go. 3 outs to get. Marcus, Folk, Hillier, 4 through 6 due up when we return to Loomis Field in Willoughby.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
As expected, the call to the bullpen has been made by the Warehouse Warkats. It'll be Trevor Burek, the rising senior out of Louisville, 6'3", 260, coming on to finish this one out for the Warkats. This past season threw 31 innings for Louisville with a 5.65 ERA. As his first pitch is swung on and missed. Marcus Folk-Hillier, 4 through 6, the last line of offense for the Yukon Miners in this 18U NABF World Series Championship game. Sharp grounder over towards short. It's Shelley. And the magic number is now 2. But for Grant Koblenz, 10 strikeouts for him today. Offensively, 4 for 4, 8 total bases, 2 extra base hits, an RBI home run hit by pitch. What more could you want out of your starting pitcher who threw 6 innings, allowing 1 hit? Domination. 1 up, 1 down as Burek now will drop one in against Sam Folk. An RBI single his last time up, the only blemish on Koblenz's no-hitter. You get rid of that play, this is a different scenario. And just based on how this game has gone, I think if you get rid of it, it would have been a no-hitter. I think everybody here understands that odds are that would have been the case. Burek's 0-2. Did he go? Yes. 2 up, 2 down, just like that. The Warkats 1 out away from this National Amateur Baseball Federation crown. Last line of offense, Jacob Hillier, the second baseman. A pair of strikeouts so far for him today. As for Burek, he has made quick work of this Yukon Miners offense. Hillier pops this one up. This could do it. It's off towards the first base side and caught. The Warehouse Warkats have done it. They are your 2026 18U NABF World Series champions, taking down the Yukon Miners 10-1 in the championship game. It's an efficient 1-2-3 inning for Burek. 1 strikeout to his name as he closes it out in style in only 6 pitches for the Warkats. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville, and as well announce our tournament MVP and our Silver Slugger as you are watching the NABF World Series Championships on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Well, I think John is taking care of our player of the game presentation brought to you by CrossFit Strongsville. Who else but Grant Copeland was it going to be? Domination from him. He is the MVP. He is the batting champion. And on top of it, he is our player of the game. 3 awards for 1 performance. We'll look at his stats one more time here. 4 for 4, single, double home run. So an RBI tacked on, 8 total bases, a hit by a pitch. So he reached all 5 times. Through 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, a 1-hitter, and got the win. In Division 6, he was the player of the year pitching-wise for a reason. You can venture to say he was the player of the year altogether, and it would be deserved. He was dominant for Lake Center Christian, and today he showed why whatever university picks him up after next season is going to be lucky as they get his services. What a player Grant Copeland is. What a team. The Warkats, they get this win. They get win number 24 to close out the season. Domination from them, start to finish in this tournament. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe where there is no added cost. It greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. Our coverage far from over as we have plenty of games coming up. We'll have tomorrow and Tuesday off. Then Wednesday through Sunday, it'll be action, wall-to-wall action, starting on Wednesday night at 6 p.m., followed by a game at 8:15. It's a doubleheader as we crown 2 OPL champions, first in the 15U, followed by the 16U division at Lakewood High School. Then on Thursday, we'll see what we are going to do. At 8 p.m. at a minimum, we will be at Thurman Munson Stadium to begin the NABF Collegiate World Series. Teams TBD. Friday all day, we will be at Munson as well. Saturday, same thing. Leading up to Sunday night, or Sunday morning rather. 10 a.m. first pitch next Sunday. That'll be our final game of summer baseball on the channel, as it is the NABF Collegiate World Series Championship game. I'm excited for that one. Last year, a great matchup between the Stark County Terriers and the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Who gets it this time? We will see. The Terriers going for their 5th straight title, so make sure you tune in with us all next week here on SmeeSports as we bring you wall-to-wall coverage of the action. As well, if you want to advertise with us, information is on your screen as to how you can make that happen. And once again, follow us all of our socials, SmeeSports, Instagram, and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. But that was it for us here today at Andrews Osborne Academy's Loomis Field. A dominant win, 10-1 for the Warehouse Warkats. They are your 2026 18U NABF World Series champions. This is Nathan Smee signing off from Willoughby, Ohio, and we will see you again next time. This has been the NABF World Series on SmeeSports in partnership with the Diamond League. Thank you all for tuning in. Safe travels home, and we will see you again next time.